Hello Chess Universe, welcome to another video from Chess for You. Today we are going to be looking at a game played in 1964 between Bobby Fischer and J.Jones. Fischer with the white pieces opens up with e4, Jones replies with e5. Fischer goes for f4, so the infamous King's Gambit is on the board, guys. The point of this particular opening is to try to bust open the enemy's king side. And White tries to achieve this by actually sacrificing a pawn in the opening itself, the king side's f pawn, which is kind of ironic if you ask me, right? Or paradoxical, I should say. Jones replies with f6. Typically, you would see the e takes on f4, or probably the developing your bishop, or maybe even d6 sometimes. But anyways, Jones goes for f6. Fischer takes on e5. It wouldn't be wise for Jones to take back on e5. The reason is this is going to run into queen h5 check, forking the king and the e5 pawn. Let's say you defend by making a move like g6. You're going to take on e5, forking the king and the rook in the corner. Let's say you defend by the queen. You're going to nab the rook in the corner. So that's there. Yeah, so wouldn't be able to take on e5. With that in mind, Jones goes for knight to c6. Fischer goes for d4. Quick centralizing move for your pawns, and you can clearly see that Fischer has a dominating center. He has three pawns in the center, right? The ideal move for black at this point would be to actually take on e5. The reason is now queen h5 doesn't work because although you're checking, your pawn is being defended by the knight on c6. So you can defend by making a move like g6 and you should be good to go. Moreover, taking on e5 would enable lines for your queen. Let's say white goes for a move like d5 and black can go for queen to h4 check, forking the king and the pawn on e4. Let's say the king goes here, you can check the king again. Let's say the king goes back here, you can then take the pawn on e4. The point of this series of checks is that you capture the pawn with a tempo. However, Jones doesn't go for this capture but instead goes for bishop to e7, and Fischer at this point takes on f6. The best move at this point for Jones would be to take back with the knight. You're developing and also enabling castling in the next move, providing safety for your king, which is very much essential. However, yeah, Jones doesn't go for it. Instead, he actually takes with the g pawn. Now, g taking on f6 is a blunder, guys. I want you guys to take a pause and analyze this particular position. You can see that the black pieces are doing nothing at this stage, right? And also the black's king side is bust open. And you can see the pawns are not well coordinated. They don't have any chain per se on the king side. And moreover, the black king is pretty vulnerable. Now, if you shift gaze towards the white side, you can clearly see that the lines are pretty clear for your queen, for your bishop. They are all ready for an assault on the king side, on the black king. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this quick detail. If you guys notice this, Fischer up to this move has not even touched his pieces. All his pieces are there itself. They haven't moved a muscle. And technically speaking, Fischer won this game with only his pawn. Right. So I hope you guys can figure out the winning move for Fischer, white to play, and that's queen to h5 check. And the black king has only one square to go, and that is the f8 square. Fischer goes for bishop to c4, hoping for a checkmate on the f7 square. Black prevents it by moving his queen to e8. And you can see the final blow, bishop to h6 check. And although, yeah, once the knight takes back, you can take back with the queen, and that's checkmate. You can clearly see that the black king is being undermined, diagonally by the queen and the bishop. I hope you guys found this video informative. If you do, please hit like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for getting notified of future videos. And if you guys want to share some feedback, please use the comment section. And thank you all. I will see you guys in another video. Please stay tuned.